Alright, this is a quick video of what I've done to the mask thus far. So I've cut out the mouthpiece, I've cut the hair, the eyebrows I've trimmed up a little bit. However, the eyebrows I may actually just remove and use something else. I've also added the zip tie twisties that I've done, and also cut holes into the latex where there should be holes. I may make these a little bit bigger though to be more movie accurate. So some of the tools that that helped me were some nails to puncture into the latex. This is obviously a smaller one. I use this one specifically for the mouth guard. And then here's the mouth that we've removed. I've trimmed up some of the latex around the mouth in case I've just wanted to wear this, on top of the mask, but I'm not really too sure if I want to reuse this or not. So I found out something very interesting with the fake bracket that used to be in the mouth, is that this is actually electrical wire. It's made out of copper wiring to give it a flexible sort of appeal to it. So very interesting. So for the mouth bracket, I've actually used, it's actually in 2 iterations. So this is actually a metal hanger, as you recall from my first video. The metal hanger is like a U, and it goes to the bottom of the chin here. And so I had 2 iterations of it. At first I was thinking maybe I could just put 2 brackets in there that weren't in a U, and they were just sticks that would basically just be held in like this and like that. I realized that this wasn't as great as the bend instead, so I took another piece of the hanger and I just made a bend instead of a cheesy stick method. So yeah, with the hair, I bought some black hairspray to put into the hair to make it so it's more black like in the film. I've also trimmed away at a lot of it, so a lot of it's going to be well, the vacuum now. So I did a fairly decent job, I think, with the hair. With the black hairspray, it puts a lot of this thick gunk in it, so it makes it easier to stylize while also using a straightening iron. So I did use a straightening iron on the hair, and it is safe to use. I put it at 400 and it did not melt any of the hair. So you can use a straightening iron with this, and it will not burn or melt apart. So yeah, so I did go out to the store though for the mask, and I purchased a few things as far as paint goes. So obviously here are the scissors that I used to cut the hair. I used some Gotta Be Glued pomade to get the hair to stylize a little bit easier. This may not be a required step, but in case you want to do that, Here's the black hairspray. It doesn't matter what kind. I just got it at Party City. Because right now it's October, so this stuff comes very easy to find. Here's the paint, acrylic paint. I'm going to mix white, here's red, brown, and black, as well as some brushes. I went a little expensive with the brushes. These are just some cheap brushes, but a set of 15 for like 10 bucks, so that'll do just fine. But yeah, so far this is the update for the mask, and so far it's coming along pretty nice, as far as trying to get it to look like the movie and or Dead by Daylight. So yeah, in the next video you'll see this a bit painted and a few more modifications. Alright, peace.